Hello, Stationery Squad. Welcome back. Guess what day it is? It's New Pen Day. Been waiting for this one for a little bit. So welcome back, or welcome if you're new to my channel where we dive headfirst into the creative side of the stationery world. If you're like me and believe that a good pen and a notebook can change your life, or at least your to-do list, you are in the right place. Today, we are going to be unboxing a seriously beautiful new pen from Bone Crusher Studios. So grab your favorite beverage, maybe a snack, and let's get our stationery fix on together. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the little bell notification so you don't miss out on any future paper and pen adventures. As a new person, it's really helpful when you do that to get my videos out into other pen friends like us. Thanks, and let's get into it. All right, so when have you ever had a pen that has its own tactical case? Really? So I know we have beautiful pen sleeves, but seriously, this as a veteran spouse just makes us happy. Can you imagine how excited my husband was, even as a non-pen person, to see a tactical case? And what's better is that the most powerful weapon, the pen, at least I believe that, way more powerful in making a difference in the world, is expressing your thoughts and feelings. So what better to be in a tactical case than a beautiful pen? Okay, so here it is. The resin was made by Addicted to Pens. It's just so beautiful. And then if we look at the nib, I got it in a fine. I was having I had a couple of fines in my currently inked this month, and I decided that I still do like fines from time to time, so picked up another one. I have plenty of mediums for shimmer inks and all that fun. So come on, camera, let's focus, because just look at that ripple. I know it's supposed to be called Raspberry Swirl, but really, it should be ripple. Again, naming. So I have been obsessed over Bone Crusher pens since I saw one at the Colorado Pen Show in October. I didn't buy it. And I have been sad for months. And I have this vision of what that pen was in my head. And I've been looking on Bone Crusher Studio for, every once in a while. And usually they are often sold out of everything. And I couldn't see the pen. And then, I don't know, they hustled. And in April, they had a customer appreciation sale. And they had this pen and several other beautiful ones. I had another one kind of on my radar as well as kind of a favorite. But I do kind of, my pen principle is to wait at least a little bit before I buy a pen, ideally overnight, ideally 7 days. I knew I could wait 7 days. And I was pretty sure waiting overnight would be risky. And I was right. I did wait for dinner time. I went back. The first choice one was gone. And then I saw this one, and I don't think I saw it the first run around. And I was really looking for something bright for summertime. And I think this is just perfect. So today, let's take a look at some of the inks I have. I'm going to try and match the pink, obviously, and I'm going to see what kind of light browns, gold-ish colors I can get in as well for some options. So let's get into that part. Okay, so when I say this Bone Crusher is a big pen, it's a big pen. It takes up the majority of my pen tray, like lengthwise. So let's just compare it to a couple other, a few of my other big pens and then my smallest pen. So I think another big pen that I have is the London Pen Co. Oh, I always forget what model. 13 or 14, Christopher. 13 or 14, I can't remember. But it's also long. And up until now, it's been the largest that I have. And then I also have just a regular size SD. So see how that is. They're about the same length, but in terms of diameter of the barrel, I don't know if you can see that, how much wider the bone crusher is compared to the SD. I think in terms of diameter, the Heinz Pen Co. Red Sky at Dawn pen, best Chatoyans ever in this one. Also kind of big. And then I think this is it next to the Montegrappa. So again, wider than the barrel, wide and longer. So it is a very large pen. Let's just for S&Gs put it next to my smallest pen. Here it is, next to a Kavik. It's almost half the size, even uncapped. It's still really long. But let's do the Kaweco uncapped just because we can. Oh, she's getting messy. Let's look at it compared to the other ones uncapped. Let's see, is it easier to see? So see, not even, I mean, the London Pen Co. uncapped comes close, but the rest don't. It's just a really, really big pen. All right, I've got my inks pulled and out with me, and let's see what we can find. I have pre-stamped it with well-pointed stamps from Well-Pointed Desk, and I've got to work on my spacing because once again, I did not leave myself. I didn't leave myself enough space. What am I talking about? This is the OG of Fuchsia Inks. We've got Pilot Aero Shizuku Tsuchuji. Oh, I can't get a little bit of ink there. Looks like a real pen. I'm in my new ink journal, which is a A5 Tomoe River paper from Wonderland 222 that I got at the Pelican Hub. So thank you so much, Wonderland 222, for sponsoring that. And I'm using my old school, gotta break in it, trying to secure it with washi tape. My original swatching tool, which was the Sailor dip pen, which has a really pretty name, and I can't remember what it is. All right. I'm going to alternate the colors. So it can be like the pen. So first thing from the light brown gold category is going to be Salted Caramel from 2024 Diamond Ink Vent. What is shimmer? I forgot. See, this is the part when you think about I was like, yeah, I'll get a fine. I don't have to use a shimmer ink in this. And then I pull this one first or second. Silly me. So this diamine. Do you say caramel or caramel? Let me know. I think I use both interchangeably. Probably not going to ink up first off the bat, but I want to get on the board as potential just to see how it goes. And that's going to be one of my favorite colors from April is the Saskatoon Berry from Ink Institute and Gourmet Pens. This fuchsia has just been hanging out in my Bennu Raven, also from Gourmet Pens this month. Shout out to the Bennu Raven. That was the first pen to go dry. I mean, I only inked it up halfway. So in fairness, versus the 3776, they got all the way. But I've got a lot of ink, so we need to spread the love around. Next up in the brown category is Ferris Wheel Press Oyster Hour. This sample was sent to me from my friend Alexandria, also known as Teal Gold, or awesome planner babe. Owns a shop and fellow fountain pen enthusiast newbie. She has a wonderful mission of bringing back pen pals and has a great Patreon that supports that. So if you're looking for a pen pal, and also does Traveler's Notebook swaps. So if you are into any of those things, you should definitely check out Teal's Gold. I'll leave, if I remember, I'll leave a link to her channel in the cards or in the description. One of those two. Next up, this ink is Tom's Studio Raspberry Sorbet. It is in my 25 inks to use in 2025. So I think it's just a fun, rich pink. Fuchsia pink. All right, next brown friend we have is Diamine English Milk Tea. I believe this was a limited edition with somebody, and I was lucky to get a sample of from a local pen meetup person who has all the things. Peoples do not need to hear the chihuahuas bark. They don't. That's not what they're here for. They're here to listen to mommy. Okay. The next color here, the more poppier, more red leaning pink. And it is Diamine Feline her. And the last from our golden brown color is Birmingham Pen Company Plowman's Pebble. All right, we'll give those a chance to dry, and then we'll take a look and make a choice. Okay, so we're back. All of our colors have dried down really nice. So let's take a look and make a choice. So Gigi is close, but a little too pink. Salted caramel looks great. So I think when I go for that one, I'll probably swap nibs to a medium or a broad. Yovo. Saskatoon berry is so perfect, and I would totally go for that if I hadn't used it all month already. Oyster Hour is nice, and I forgot to mention Oyster Hour doesn't have, at least in the sample that I have, a whole lot of shimmer. Raspberry Sorbet from Tom's Studio. That is almost perfect as well. English milk tea is a good match when it's on the lighter side. So I think it would be fine in the fine. Feline Purr is just a little too red pink, and Plowman's Pebble also really nice. So I think for this go round, since it's such a good match, and I had it on my 25 and 25 inks to use, I'm going to go with Tom Studio Raspberry Sorbet. So let's break this pen in. Forgot to mention earlier, pen does post, but it makes it really long, so it's probably not a pen I'm going to be posting very often. So when I kind of have I have a standard set of things that I like to do when I'm starting off with a new pen. I always like to include the date that I bought it. And then the name of the pen and manufacturer, and I'll reckon. I think I'm just going to officially rename this pen to Raspberry Ripple, because I'm never going to remember a Raspberry Swirl. As soon as I say that, I'll probably start calling it Raspberry Swirl. It's a fine Nuvo number 6. The obligatory swishes and stripes. Let's try on the reverse. All right. A few writing samples with my favorite panagram. Start with my fast print, fast cursive, and then cursive when I'm trying. Pen rate's super smooth. It is a pretty big pen, so a little adjustment for my hands just from what I've been had up the past few months, but the section is really long and super comfortable, and even though my thumb kind of rests here on the threads, I mean, these threads are barely barely visible. Barely, and you can barely feel them. Oops, I did that one wrong. There's something just kind of off there. Beautiful thing about zentangles is there's no mistakes. Go with the flow. I think I'm going to like this pen. So let me know. Do you have any Bone Crusher Studios pens in your collection? Let me see that up a little bit closer. If not, who's your favorite maker pen right now? Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. You know, your support means the world to me. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I used to be one of those people that binged YouTube and never hit a like button, and now I'm on the other side, and I know how important it is that each time you see that little heart, it's like, oh, somebody watched it, and even better is if somebody leaves a comment. You can also find me over on Instagram at Kristen Creates, where we can keep the stationery love fest going. Until then, stay inky, keep planning, and keep being awesome. Bye for now.